Isabella, come
Los
here.
Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC.
What you supposed to do for your homework?
And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 teams, target on
You
their
already
back,
filmed them because you already got their
on
names.
road and right into
Well,
the
what, you
state
supposed to
champion.
find information about
The
them?
number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
I'm about to get right to teacher. Who gave? What's your teacher name that gave you this homework assignments? Who? Miss Mariani?
And the Trojans
Mary
will
Miller.
kick it away to start.
Oh.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll give it to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
He's got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries there, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. And back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC. So this one will be interesting.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets it out fast. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
He's dropped behind the line line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They'll go right back to the run. Crosses the 30. He's got away. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Pulls it in. It's Branch. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when
He wants to go deep. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking for space. It's Robinson. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and keep pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
USA 7, Georgia 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires left. And the pass hits, picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball.
And it's on the ground. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Looking to scramble. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught! Touchdown, USC! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They're going to throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Evans. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll put the tight end in motion. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Humphries. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll go with a direct snap. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hasn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They want to run this quarterback. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. So the offense gets a little bit closer to the goal line after the penalty. And this offense gets a little bit of help from the defense, and they are this close to getting it into the end zone. Third and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Fires into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. you want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Back to the ground with the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Ivory. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on 1st down. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Wide receiver shows motion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll let one go down the right side. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. To the air. It's Ivory. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open. Throw me the ball. Throw my hand in.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. And they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so probably no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This will likely be the last play of the half. He's looking to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And the ball is picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Using his feet to buy time. At the 45 on his way. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heisman's.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Incomplete.
It's going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Georgia going up tempo.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. A first down run on the doorstep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the legs.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. Into the end zone, and it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Dudes that smell salt. Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding the ball.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man. It's Ivory. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Off he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he got loose, it was all over.
I I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense has been lights out for the majority of this football game. They did give up a score to this guy, but they know who the big weapon is. They know where the quarterback is going to be looking. So here in the second half, they're going to have a plan for him, and they did on that last one.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Buys a little extra time. Turns it on at midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He wants to throw. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
And first down for the offense.
He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick,